We're fucking live. All right. So, surviving the coronavirus crisis with a disability. So, it's all over the underground news and stuff, and they're starting to roll out. They're getting ready to roll out the military and the National Guard in places. I'm not saying it's going to happen everywhere, but it definitely in certain hotspots, already deemed hotspots for the virus, are going to be rolling out National Guard, FEMA, and the military to ration food out and stuff like that as things close down. And the schools are closing, and we're going to have a bunch of hungry kids out there because a lot of the kids depend on the schools for daily meals. There are some businesses around my town that are going to give free meals to children if the schools close, and I believe wholeheartedly the schools will close. They're doing it everywhere. The university's already closed, so imagine there won't be any return home from spring break. The kids in my area just went on spring break Friday, so I imagine they won't return to school. They all acted like they weren't going back anyway when they were walking home. So it was a pretty jubilant atmosphere with seeing those kids jumping up and down, coming home from school like there was a party or something. But anyway, surviving this matrix virus that we've got going on with a disability can is going to be very difficult. And if you know someone with a disability that doesn't have anybody to come in and help them every day, you might spend your time away from work, in your neighborhood or with those people or even reach out to an organization that helps those with disabilities in your spare time. If you're not completely locked down, um, reach out and try and provide some assistance to the elderly and the disabled. Now, I know they want us to stay away from elderly people. They want to quarantine them. But if they have a disability that prevents them from doing certain things, they need help with, it would be your best suit of honor to to reach out and help them as best as possible. But I don't know what sort of organizations. I imagine the ones that are already in place are going to continue services to the disabled. I'm not for sure. They haven't really spoke on that a lot. They've just been given blanket reports about things and haven't really touched on our disabled and mentally disabled and physically disabled population. They haven't even really talked about the homeless population or veterans either. So I imagine that'll come up. That'll come up as a topic in the next couple weeks. But we just need to be vigilant there and do our part and put out as much effort as we can to help those in need and really come together as neighborhoods, come together as neighbors and communities, and not fight over the fucking last roll of toilet paper, guys. Please. Don't be a fucking asshat, because that's how you get shot, is being an asshat. So don't go out, try to stock up on fucking toilet paper and shit like that. I mean, don't overtake your limit on products while you're out, because chances are you're not going to get a chance to use them, or they'll spoil and go bad, and you'll be sitting with a bunch of unused product for quite some time, and you won't be able to resell it or anything anyway. So just don't overstock. You know, stock up. You know, what I mean by stock up is when you go to the grocery store and you grab a can of beans, grab one or two more cans of beans. Don't grab a whole fucking case. All right? Don't grab the whole fucking case off the fucking shelf and be a fucking dick. And some of these motherfuckers are doing that shit. Now, the stores should have put into place limits when this whole thing came out and there was a threat of people coming to ravage the store shelves. They should have put limits on stuff. It would have put a stop to this madness and got a hold on people's pocketbooks anyway, too. So, you know, I'm just saying, don't be a fucking dick and take a whole case of fucking beans or, you know, or 3 50-pound bags of rice. You don't need that. You're not going to need that. FEMA and the military are going to be handing out food to people that are needing food. And that's going to be a whole lot of people. So, I mean, we are going to be dependent on it. I'm just saying, don't jump in the back of a truck and go right off to a camp somewhere. I wouldn't let them do that. And I don't condone that type of herding up of people, you know, and putting them all in one place as a quarantine measure. I think they'll be able to do this, keeping everybody at home, in their own homes, and just having the National Guard and the military on the streets to keep the peace, you know, for a short period of time. Hopefully it's just until March 30th, like the president said, and it doesn't go beyond that. But, you know, what everybody's saying about the New World Order wanting to roll out their whole thing and collapse the dollar and all this. Yes, there's a scary portion of this scenario that we could fall into by letting all this happen. But there's really not much of a choice you have when the military and the National Guard get called out, because you can't fight them off, especially by yourself. And I imagine any resistance groups will get taken out pretty quickly. I mean, that's just common sense. So, I mean, your last chance now, as AMTV put it today, is to choose by tomorrow morning whether you want to bug out to your bug out spot for however long this lasts, or you want to bug in. I don't have a choice. I have to bug in, as I don't have enough resources to go bug out somewhere, even though I do have lots of places and lots of friends that have places around here in the Ozarks that we can bug out to. It's just not feasible, especially this time of year with the weather being like it is. You're more likely to get pneumonia and die out there in your tent than you are staying at home, having to be under the gun of the National Guard and FEMA and the military. So choices are bug in. So there you go. But anyway, folks, I wanted to get that to you. Help our disabled and elderly as much as possible until they totally lock us down into our houses, because those are the people that are vulnerable right now and need our help most. I know I wish I had a little extra financial help right now. Would help a great deal with everything. But right now we're kind of sitting pretty, so no big deal. But yeah, if you'd like to donate, I'll leave a link in the pinned comment down below, so you can donate. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it at that. Peace out, motherfuckers. Mission Control's out of here.